has been a lot of criticism over the Lost City of Unguro being a lower powered set, but that does not necessarily mean every card is low power, and Hybridization is one of those outliers. Let's go over Hybridization real quick. It is a 5 mana nature spell that reads draw a 1, 2, 3, and 4 cost minion, and it also has the Kindred ability of making them cost 1 less. So if you played a nature spell last turn, all those minions you draw cost a little bit less. So let's go over how we're utilizing this card in Wild. So we are foregoing the 4 mana minion, and we just need the 3, 2, and 1. So let's go over the combo. We first have Oracle of Elune as our 3 mana minion. This is a 3 mana 2/4 with after you play a minion that costs 2 or less, summon a copy of it. For our 2 mana minion, we have Stormpike Quartermaster, which is a simple 2 mana 2/2 that reads after you cast a spell, give a random minion in your hand +1/+1. And of course, our 1 mana minion is the very powerful Stonetusk Boar. Very simple, 1 mana 1/1 with charge. So let's briefly go over how these 3 minions combo together. So we start the turn off with a Oracle of Elune, followed by the Quartermaster, which is actually 2 Quartermasters because of Oracle's ability. And then once our hand is just a pile of spells and 1 Stonetusk Boar, we are just playing as many spells as possible to get the hand buffing ability out of Quartermaster. This will eventually result in a very big pig, and then once we play the very big pig, we actually get 2 of them yet again because of Oracle's ability. Now, I know that combo is very convoluted and seems a bit complex, but you would be very surprised how consistent this deck is, and it's all thanks to this card here, Hybridization. It is a 1-card combo because it draws your entire combo, and not only does it draw it, it also makes it significantly cheaper. So you will find that this deck wins very consistently on turns 4 and 5, and can even survive into the late game as long as your opponent doesn't play something like Dirty Rat or any other way to summon minions out of your hand that you do not want summoned from your hand. And that is pretty much Hybridization Druid. If you want to take this deck out for a spin, I'm going to leave the deck code down in the description. And if you enjoy Hearthstone content like this, please consider subscribing. It would help out the channel a ton. Anyway, let's get into the games.
Versus Uther. Glory to the
A paladin opponent.
I must protect the wild.
Because we are playing Wild. And because it is paladin, it could be like 5 different decks. And this hand is not it. We are missing some crucial pieces. And we are no longer missing crucial pieces. We have found the Hybridization, we found the Lifebinder's Gift, so this is an easy turn 5 lethal. We just have to hope for no disruption. Probably just gonna Aquatic Form on turn 3? Maybe on turn 2, just in case this is Omayog. It was not. Innervate sounds good to me. And then we will draw our highest cost card. So as long as there's not another secret, probably just going to Lifebinder's Gift. So let's do just that. Let's first, actually, let's draw our card first so that we can get a discount on this instead. Yep. Kind of lucked into that, but you gotta play to your routes. So next turn we are going to draw all the stuff, and I am pretty much just going to ignore that.
Keep on panning.
Now I'm going to telegraph to my opponent that I have lethal. Now they have to disrupt me or kill me this turn. So a disaster would be that these secrets can get me at all, but we will see if that is a reality that we live in. So we'll play this one, maybe this one, and this one. So Hidden Wisdom does not quite disrupt me. And we will Innervate. And also Nature Studies, which will find me, I guess, this. Take my discount on that. And since I have no more minions, I still just need to do this, though, unfortunately. Do this one. Buff up the boar a little bit more. Nature Studies will find me maybe that, and this looks like lethal to me, so I'll just crash on in. Ooh, we have a 1/1. Fair enough. Does my opponent have the punish for this being a 1/1? Could I have gotten up to 14 more power? Maybe. If my APM was a tad bit better, maybe I could have. Reno Jackson has graced my screen. I think I will just hit him for 25 again.
Keep on panning.
Lightning Bloom. So, I think Nature Studies is where I want to start. And Blessing of the Ancients. Does that do it? I mean, at least, like, it could do it. So, 27 and some change. So my opponent did disrupt me, but not enough.
Malfurion versus Nazoth.
A true test against a warlock. Likely discard.
I must protect
and I will mulligan this one, and I think Naturalize. I don't see them putting up taunts other than Walking Dead, which could be the deciding factor of me not winning this game. So I will err on the side of caution, keep a Naturalize, and if they put out a Walking Dead, we can clear it. And it turns out my opponent is on 30 life Demon Seed. Of course. Let's go ahead and just end the turn. So we're going to be drawing next turn for our namesake card. And they are off to the races. Definitely a positive of having the 30 card version. So we will draw our highest cost card. Now the question is, do I bio project? That sets up a hybridization next turn. And their early game really doesn't do much to me. So you know what? Let's just go crazy.
Time waits for no one.
And you can have this in your resurrect pool. Yeah. That feels responsible. So they have 5 mana to work with. but the downside is I also have 5 mana to work with next turn. So they need to deal 29 damage in 2 turns. Typically they win the game in the super late game, so that's what they're built for. Their mid game can be scary, but okay, they're Plague of Flaming things, so they can raise dead. Yep, pretty cool. Doesn't do much in the way of killing me, but it does progress their quest. So now we just have to hope they don't have enough room for disruption in the form of Dirty Rat, pretty much. They're definitely prioritizing damaging me with these 2/1s. So I will show my opponent that they have till next turn to win the game, or they need to produce a Dirty Rat. Because I have all the spells I could want, and their life total is pretty low, so I think Stonetusk Boar will not find any issues hitting my opponent for lethal. That being said, Crystallizer is a very strong card, which they have 2 of. Yep. 3 of. Okay. That is a lot of crystallizers. But I think we will be able to probably still win this game, even with them at 33 life. Okay, so let's throw out our fellas and get to drawing. So Planted Evidence is a lot of mana, but I do think I'm a bit mana starved this turn. So let's try not to be this mana hungry. And I think I actually want to Naturalize so that my Resizing Pouch can find a 0. And that's a pretty good 0. All the mana we could want in the world. And yeah, I think I'm going to have enough. Just a little bit more. Hero power for good measure. Weave in the hero power, you gotta find the damage while you can. And I think we have lethal. Let me see. Yes. Yeah, we just got there. So Stonetusk Boar is still a very fair and balanced card. No issue with it whatsoever. A Paladin opponent. Not the worst matchup in the world.
I must protect
As long as we can find our card, which we can guarantee find it right here. Lifebinder's Gifts is also very good. And Moonlit Guidance, not the best card. That is also not the best card, because we already had it right here. But that does mean we can draw our lowest cost card with that, which is not bad. So the game plan is still this on 3, this on 4. And my opponent is playing Making Mummies. Gotta respect it. You simply have to respect the hustle. So Aquatic Form into Gift next turn, so we can actually get a discount on this card. And they're starting their reborn journey. Not the best draw in the world, but we'll take it. And I think we also have to take this. Yep. maybe this can hit another 2-drop spell or a 0. Either way, we do need to reduce the cost of stuff so we can play that next turn. So we're looking at a pretty easy turn 5 lethal. And what the heck was that? Okay, it's been a while since I've seen the service bell. Let's play our 4 mana tutor 3 cards out of my deck card. And next turn I get to go absolutely crazy because I have double Quartermaster. As long as they don't have 2 taunts. I should. Actually, I also have Naturalize. So I think I win no matter what. Yeah, I think what my opponent is doing is just a little too fair for the wild format. So let's show them what's up. And we will... Let's just get some random nature spells flowing. Yeah, I think this guy's going to be a bit big. Sure. Can use some treants. And you know what? Mermaid can get right out of my face and... Oh! So what was going to happen is I was going to hit my opponent for, I believe, 50 there. But... Neograve played around me getting a sick clip. So, well played to Neograve for that one. Another Ysera has graced my screen.
I must protect the wild.
So we need to find hybridization ASAP. Aquatic Form could help us do that. But at the same time, mulliganing can also help us do that. So I want to keep Lifebinder's Gift because this allows me to set up an early hybridization. And Arkonite Revelation is pretty crazy in a deck that's just a bunch of spells. Not bad. Not bad at all. This also allows us to play an early hybridization off the coin. So I can play this on turn 2. Cool. End the turn there. Also love getting this much value out of my mana discounts. So much value. Yeah, so we will just reduce the cost. And I'm going to be coining that out next turn. And then the rest of my hand looks absolutely insane. And my opponent is thoroughly playing Druid over there. Ramping their heart out. So let's just hope they don't have any disruption, because a single Dirty Rat packs me away. Yep. And that is all I got. Good luck, opponent. Because we have, like, quite a bit of discount or spells here, so I think I'll be able to clean up my opponent on turn 4, which I do like. Cool. So let's just go for it. And it will need to be a Savage Roar. I do think my opponent probably saw the writing on the wall. Maybe Zeddy was just, maybe they've seen the combo before. Gotta save the dinosaur's eyes before they see me turn 4 kill with this completely fair and balanced deck.